Hey there, movie buffs! Are you ready to clear your schedules and grab some popcorn? Well, this March is about to blow your mind with some seriously epic movie releases. And I'm talking about edge-of-your-seat thrillers, heart-pumping action flicks, and side-splitting comedies that will leave you in stitches. Now the question is, are you in? If so, let's go! Number 11, Creed 3. Yes, the Creed franchise is up with another movie. And trust me, this is going to be lit. The movie is being directed by Jordan himself, who also stars as Adonis Creed. And let me tell you, this guy knows what he's doing. He's already proven himself to be a fantastic actor, but with Creed 3, he's taking on a whole new challenge. He stepped behind the camera to direct his feature film, and I have a feeling he's going to knock it out of the park. And it's not just Michael B. Jordan who's bringing his A game. The rest of the cast is top-notch as well. We've got Tessa Thompson returning as Adonis' love interest Bianca, and some new faces are joining the fray, including Jonathan Majors and Felicia Rashad. But enough about the behind-the-scenes stuff, let's talk about the movie itself. From the trailers we've seen, it looks like Creed 3 is going to be an emotional roller coaster. We're going to see Adonis face some tough times, both in and out of the rings. And of course, we will see some epic boxing matches that will surely get your heart pumping. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I will say this: if you're a fan of Creed movies, you're not going to be disappointed. And if you have never seen them before, now is the perfect time to start. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this one. Number 10, Scream. If you're a horror movie fan like me, you already know that the Scream franchise is an absolute classic. But even if you're new to the game, this latest installment is the perfect way to dive in headfirst. With a cast of fresh faces and some seriously intense scares, Scream 6 is the ultimate horror movie experience. I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say that this movie is chock full of twists and turns that will leave you guessing until the very end. And the best part, it's not just a mindless gore fest. Scream 6 is a smart, well-crafted movie that will have you on the tip of your seat from start to finish. So grab your friends, some popcorn, and maybe a pillow to hide behind, and prepare for Scream 6. Number 9, Luther: The Fallen Son. Let me ask you, have you seen the trailer? If you haven't, stop everything you're doing right now and go watch it. I will wait. I mean, this movie has everything: action, drama, romance, and even a little bit of comedy thrown in for good measure. And the cast? Oh, the cast. You've got John Smith playing Luther, and let me just say, he's never been better. He brings such depth and emotion to the role, you can't help but root for him. And then there's Sarah Johnson as his love. And even if you're not really into action movies, trust me, I get it. But Luther is so much more than just an action flick. Do check it out this month. Number 8, Inside. This is one of the movies that we all might not have heard of or missed. But from the trailer, it's clear that the movie is going to be packed with action, adventure, and edge-of-your-seat thrills. But what really got me hooked was the storyline. A high-end art thief finds himself stuck inside a fancy, high-tech condominium as his robbery fails in New York's Times Square. And he must use all of his skill and creativity to live after being locked inside with nothing but precious items of art. And what happens next is anyone's guess. The lead character is played by William Dafoe, and he really does an incredible job of taking us on a journey through his character's emotions. The tension and fear that he portrays are so convincing you will find yourself holding your breath during some of the movie's more intense scenes. Now, I don't want to give away too much, but let me just say that the special effects are mind-blowing. Anyway, don't miss out on this one. Number 7, 65. Imagine this: a catastrophic crash on an unknown planet, and you find yourself stranded back on Earth. But not just any Earth, we're talking about 65 million years ago. Yeah, you heard that right, prehistoric times. The protagonist, Mills, played by the talented Adam Driver, has only one chance at a rescue, and that's where the real adventure begins. The catch? Mills and Koa, the only survivor, must make their way across an unknown terrain crawling with all sorts of prehistoric creatures. From gigantic dinosaurs to ferocious predators, the journey won't be easy, but that's what makes it so darn exciting. Now, if you're looking for an adventure that will leave you on the edge of your seat, then 65 is a must-watch. Number 6, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Yes, Shazam will be back on this, the 17th of March. We've got Zachary Levi returning as Shazam, the lovable superhero who we all fell in love with in the first movie. And let's not forget about the plot. From what we know so far, Shazam and his superhero family are going up against some seriously powerful villains. I mean, we're talking gods here. The stakes are higher than ever, and we're all excited to see how it plays out. But don't just take my word for it. According to reports, the filmmakers behind Shazam Fury of the Gods are going all out. They're using cutting-edge technology to create mind-blowing special effects and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a superhero movie. So you know it's going to be visually stunning. Number 5. John Wick Chapter 4. Now, you and I know the previous 3 movies were a huge success, and Chapter 4 promises to take it to the next level. This movie has got everything you could ask for: action, suspense, drama, and a whole lot of bullets. The plot of John Wick Chapter 4 has been kept under wraps, but we do know that it will feature some of the most talented actors of our time, including Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Hiroyuki Sanada. Apart from the star-studded cast, the movie is being directed by Chad Stahelski, who has directed all the previous John Wick movies. He has promised that Chapter 4 will be even more action-packed and intense than the previous ones, which is saying something. Now, if you're a fan of the franchise, I'm sure you're already counting down the days until the 24th of March 2023. But if you haven't seen the previous movies, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to catch up before the release of Chapter 4. Number 3. Champions. Just like Inside, this one here wasn't much heard of. So let me tell you a little about this gem of a movie. It's about a former minor league basketball coach who receives a court order to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. At first, he's hesitant and unsure if he can handle the task, but soon he realizes that this team has something special that can take them further than they ever thought possible. Now, if you're thinking, oh, another sports movie, great, you're wrong. This movie is different, it's heartwarming, and it will leave you feeling inspired. The team of players with intellectual disabilities is portrayed in such a positive light, which is such a refreshing change from how they're usually represented in Hollywood. According to some early reviews, this movie is a must-see. It's being called a feel-good movie that will tug at your heartstrings. So why don't you check this out on 24th of March. Number 2. Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. If you're a fan of Batman, then you absolutely cannot miss the highly anticipated animated release of Batman this March. And I am so excited to share with you all the reasons why this movie will be one of the best to watch this year. First things first, let's talk about the plot. This movie is based on a comic book series of the same name, and it's set in the early 1900s in Gotham City. So this is going to be different, but what sets this movie apart from other Batman adaptations is the unique Lovecraftian twist to the story. For those who don't know, H.P. Lovecraft was a famous horror writer known for his dark, otherworldly tales, and in this movie we get to see Lovecraft's influence on Batman's world in a truly spectacular way. So be ready for Batman on the 28th of March. Finally, we have number 1, Murder Mystery 2. Now this movie follows the adventures of Nick and Audrey Spitz, 2 private detectives who decide to launch their own agency. But when a friend is abducted, they suddenly find themselves at the center of an international investigation. What follows is a thrilling and suspenseful ride that will leave you guessing until the very end. Now, if you think this is just another detective movie, then trust me, you're wrong. But don't just take my word for it, check out the trailer for Murder Mystery 2 and see for yourself why this film is a must-see. This movie has everything, from action-packed scenes to witty dialogue. So mark your calendars, folks, Murder Mystery 2 is set to release on the 31st of March, and you don't want to miss it. And there you have it, folks, 11 exciting movies that are going to rock the box office this March. Whether you're a die-hard action fan or a hopeless romantic, there's something for everyone. Trust us, these movies are too good to miss. So mark your calendars, clear your schedules, and get ready for a rollercoaster ride of adventures, emotions, and laughs. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the flip side.